Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America with breaking news from the judge in Georgia. Fani Willis's nightmare continues. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Judge Scott McAfee, the judge in the Fani Willis Donald Trump case, the one who said Fani Willis could stay on the case, well, you know he gave a lot of reasons why she probably shouldn't stay on the case and then ultimately landed on leaving her on the case. Well, the Trump team filed a request to appeal the decision. Now, normally, decisions like this can't get appealed till after the trial, but the judge has made a special exception here. Maybe he's having buyer's remorse. Maybe he's not liking the decision he made, but he has decided to allow the Trump team to appeal. This is massive, nuclear. If Fani Willis is now removed from the case, this case is done as far as I'm concerned. You'll never see this case again. That's how huge this is. And for him to allow the appeal of his own decision, that tells me he's having second thoughts about his decision. We're going to see what happens here. This is a developing story, but make no mistake, this is an absolute legal earthquake for Fani Willis and her team. Absolutely horrifying for her. Nobody saw this coming. I think most legal experts predicted he would deny this request. Well, he just approved it, and we have the report. I want you to watch this report on it, and then I want you to give me your thoughts. Please remember to comment, like, comment, share, and subscribe, as I always say. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Well, more on the justice system. We've got an update now, Phil, from the judge, this just in, overseeing efforts to disqualify Fani Willis from the Georgia election interference case. That judge, we have just learned, has issued an order, Phil, allowing Trump and 8 co-defendants to seek appeal of the order denying disqualification of Willis. The Georgia Court of Appeals has 45 days to decide whether they will hear the case. That's obviously big news, Phil. Your reaction?
Yeah, it is big, and it's something that we've been following, of course, very closely here in the Atlanta area. The judge's order that's being appealed, in my opinion, is wrong. I think that he found, for example, that Willis wrongfully engaged in communications outside the courtroom. Basically, she went into the well of a church on Sunday, and she essentially called some of the defendants and their counsels racist, right? And so she is making public statements outside of the courtroom that are designed to impact the ability of these defendants to get a fair trial. So what's happened, the parties have appealed, and they have to do it's a two-step thing. They've got to get the judge who issued the order to agree to it, and as you mentioned, the Court of Appeals also has to agree to hear it. This is what we call an interlocutory appeal, a pre-trial appeal. Normally, you have to wait until after there's a conviction and then take every issue up that you think is an error, take it all up on appeal at the same time. But this issue is so important that you don't want to risk having a trial or multiple trials against all these defendants, potentially having convictions, and then have the Court of Appeals, after all is said and done, have them then say, you got it wrong. We're going to send it back for you to start over all again, and this time with a brand new prosecutor. So this procedure will prevent that type of situation from occurring.
Really interesting. That just in. Phil, thank you for coming on and responding to all of that. A lot to keep track of.
Always happy to be here.
Okay, Phil. Meanwhile, the top military leaders in charge of America's deadly withdrawal from Afghanistan